What up guys, my name is Kong and today I'm going to be doing another anime review for you guys. I'll be talking about My Hero Academia Season 3 Episode 14 I believe. There's not a lot of things that's going on in this this episode. It's mainly character developing, basically it. So let's talk about what happened in this episode. This episode is basically Mr. Aizawa, Eraserhead. He's basically telling the student that they need to come up with their special move, like All Might's move, like Texas Smash, or what else, Oklahoma, all this in the United States of Smash, that sort of thing. Moves that are unique to each pro heroes, basically, the special move, you know what I mean? So the class are trying to come up with their own unique or their signature move that no one else can really copy, that someone can really recognize as, oh hey, that's Deku, oh hey, that's Bakugo, oh hey, that's Ochoka, oh hey, that's Manita, you know, that sort of thing. So that's what we kind of learn. And then what we also find out that Deku don't really have, his quirk isn't real a materializing quirk, if you get what I mean. What I mean by that, his quirk is really combat, up and personal, throwing punches and kicking. So that's what his quirk is. So it's really hard to come up with a signature quirk, when your quirk isn't emanating some sort of power or emanating some sort of energy. So that's kind of really hard, you know, to really show that, to make it in a signature move. And Deku was struggling. Deku was like, okay, you know, how do I come up with my own signature move? So then All Might comes in. All Might is like, hey man, you're still imitating me. You know, basically what he's saying to Deku is be your own person. Be you. Don't be me. Be you. Be yourself. And find who you are. And that's kind of reminiscent to me and as the hero in general, because they have to, in a sense, find who they are, with their purpose, with their, in this situation, they have to find their signature move. So in a way, in a sense, it is a journey, a small journey in a big journey. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know, I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. But so we get that, and Deku goes into this, I guess you can say this kind of equipment development departments, and he goes in, and then this girl, I can't remember her name, and this is like a teacher. He's kind of have that mechanical head, like a crane head, and she's kind of like touching him, kind of like almost groping him, not like groping him, but she was just kind of like touching him. She was kind of like, you know, trying to get all in him, and Ochako is like, she's kind of, you could tell that she was jealous, for obviously reason, because she obviously liked Deku as overall. So and this other girl, she's obviously attractive. She's really smart. She's really creative. She had that mechanical engineering mindset, that skill. So she's obviously have that skill set, and it is nice to know people who have different set of skills, different set of you know, thing that they're good at, skills, or what they're good at. And that's really, you need to know that. Why I say that, because in basketball, I play a lot of basketball. So when I play basketball, I immediately read, okay, who's good at this, who's good, he's a good shooter, he's a good driver, he's a good big man, he's a good slasher, he's a good for small, he's a good big forward, and that sort of thing. So it is important to know people and to build that relationship with those people, so when you need them to build you something, you have that relationship, and that's really important and in this sense. So And what I find really cool about this, and we also get to see a little bit about Bakugo. He's really come up with different variety of moves, and that's to show you that Bakugo is really he's creative in a way that he can come up with different style attacking, unique move for a certain situation. Where there was one scene where he literally like make it like a hole like this, and then he was going like this to a fire like a laser, like a beam, like a basically a gun, and he shoot right through it. And I was like, wow, Bakugo is developing his quirk, his move, his style as a almost a battle. It's almost like a not an infantryman, but he's more like a kind of like not like a sniper, but more like I would say a special range, like a Green Beret or not KGB, yeah, like a Green Beret or a that sort of thing. So he had that militaristic move, you know, the power, the explosion, he can utilize his explosion to fly, to propel him, to explode the ground, to make make explosion into like a beam. That's really unique. That's like, you know, augmenting and modifying and to make the thing that happen so you can use it in different situations. And I find that really important because eventually in the future, when certain situation come, you have to use different move, different technique for different situation. So that's why I find this episode, although it is light, it's funny, entertaining, but it have a message, it have a lessons for our main characters, that you need to learn your quirk. You need to learn how to utilize it in multiple ways, so that when you come in combat with a villain, you know what to use. It's kind of like you have to make your quirk become the Swiss knife of all. So that's why that is important. You see, like All Might, he had different variety of move. You know, different. He have a spinning move, he have a wind move, he have jumping, all that stuff. So he have a variety of moves, and that's really important as a fighter, as a pro hero, because there are certain situations it's gonna call for different move. So that is why that they need these pro hero have to develop their quirk. It's so essential. So, and then at the end, let's talk about the end of the episode. Bakugo has shoot through a block of boulder, and there's this little hole, and the block falls down toward All Might, and then Deku flies in and he kicks it, and he found out that all this time he's been using his arm. Your arm can only sustain so much force. Your leg is actually more powerful than your arm, because your leg have more muscles in them. They can create a lot of force, and then your hands are small to do damages. And Deku kicked the block into consideration to like pieces. And it's like, wow, Deku finally understand that all this time he's been using his arm to beat. He should be using his leg. He have used his leg to propel him to up to speed and that sort of thing. And he hasn't really used his leg more. And I hope that Deku will actually use his leg, his arm more. You know, use his leg to become a real. I think what Deku need to do, he need to learn martial art, to use his legs and arm to be a more powerful, pro heroes, because his quirk is a combat style, and so it's close combat. It's not far. I mean, yes, he can attack and make attack from distance with powerful force, he can do that, but his main mode of attack is close quarter combat, really close quarter combat. So using his leg and learning martial arts would be beneficial for Deku. And I hope Koriyoshi, I believe his name, I'm forgetting the writer's name, but I hope he write that into Deku in the future where he actually learns it, because it's really important when you fight. Because we never really see any martial artists fighting. Barely, you know, maybe we see that one guy with the tail, but isn't truly a martial artist, you know. So in a sense, so yes, so this episode is mainly about the kid developing their own, developing the variety of move for their quirks. So it is an important episode, an important aspect of our students. So that is the end of my anime reviews. Alright guys, season 3 episode 14. Please like, thumbs up, subscribe, and check out my other videos. Alright, smash that bell button. It helped me and it helped you. It's a both way street, okay? But most importantly guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching my anime review of My Hero Academia. Alright, anyway, take it guys, bye bye.